Hello all, welcome to another unboxing. Well, got 3 movies from Netflix, which I'll be watching them. Now,
what are they?
I'll let you know downstairs. Let's open this.
Do not bend.
Yeah, do not bend.
Because it's comic books.
It's a comic book.
Book. No
One
books.
Yep. I got Action Comics 478. So now I'm down to needing, I think, 4 or 5 issues to finish 400 to 499.
My friend might come over today.
So, one more book.
My friend might come over today. Right, Pop?
Yep, Keegan might have a friend come over today. Depends on how good he acts. He has to go with me to the dermatologist to get my yearly cancer screening.
He used to live up there.
Since I had skin cancer.
Skin cancer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, remember right up here, the big old, this thing?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, you could throw that out. But yeah, SOS Superman urgent help us, for Earth will die. But the Man of Steel can't respond. He's on the moon fighting for his own life. Woohoo! Yep. Down. Oh, he wants to see what movies we got. So probably a lot of B-rate ones. Moonfall. That was okay. I saw it.
I didn't.
I want to watch it again.
What are you gonna do with it then?
The Many Saints of Newark.
Have you watched that?
No.
I guess we'll watch that.
And
Let's see what the last one is. Lockwood, I bet.
The Card Counter.
The card counter? I don't think we watched that.
Here, garbage, and I am officially done with this video.
No, remember Lockwood was on Lockwood?
Yeah, Lockwood and Company, we watched it on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's over with for the season, unless they come out with another season. But the way Netflix does their stuff anymore, one season, canceled, leave you hanging. Last night I started watching on, what was I watching it on? Oh, Max. Started watching Gotham Knights.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
It sucked.
I'm
watching it because, me being the comic book, but Bruce adopts a kid and it's his son and then he dies. I'm like, oh please. I'm like, what crap. I'm just so tired of all these people that got money that get the rights to these things and they put their own, and they ruin the whole continuity because they want to put their own mark on the hero. There used to be that you don't tug on Superman's cape. Well, you don't. You don't screw with something that's iconic and this or anything. Batman already had Dick Grayson, Jason Todd. I always forget the other guy. Jason Todd. Oh God. Damian Wayne, that's actually his son, clone son, okay, or whatever you want to call it, son, clone son. And who's the other one? I was
playing the Wii last night.
I'm trying to think of who the other Robin is. See, I hate that when you get older, your memory bank doesn't process as fast, and you sort of like, it'll take me forever. Then all of a sudden, I'll be doing something else later. I'm like, oh yeah, that's his name. Because like Jim Croce, he's the one that said, don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spin in the wind.
The card counter.
You don't pull the mask off the Lone Ranger. And you don't mess around with Jim. But, I hate that when I can't remember. Jason Todd became the Red Hood. The other one became Red Robin. I'm like, oh God. And he's not even, he's I don't know how they do it on the New 52, and they decided, oh yeah, I gotta have to make Batman all this way, and you have to have all these Robins, and then the girl Robin, who was spoiler, and it's nuts. It'll come to me after this video's over, and that's the sad part. But yeah, you just don't. I just can't. It's like all these artists. Oh, I gotta make I gotta make Superman's son gay because I gotta fit in with the 10%ers. Then you wonder why the CW is crap and losing money, and you wonder why DC and Marvel are losing money because you're letting all these people. You're not sticking with the formula that made you great. You're doing after for. Here's the thing about it. It's like any toy company. If you're only making your product for the 20%ers, the 80-20 rule, you're never going to make money. And that's that's why you go to the store and it's always the same multiple because you make short print cards because we have to make them for the people to buy and resell. It used to be when you were a kid my age, you'd go to Kmart, you'd go to JCPenney and Star Wars figures. There'd be a ton of them on the shelf, but there'd be pretty much the same amount of numbers. I think the first wave 12, a case was 24. There was 2 of every figure. So right off the bat, the ones that people wanted to buy, like, we need an army of stormtroopers, they'd be short. They'd be harder to get. Right? But you only need one Darth Vader. You only need one Luke Skywalker. Right? And then later on, I need the Luke Skywalker hot gear because I'm playing an outside snow battle. I need the Luke Skywalker Jedi because I'm having a fight there. I'm on Cloud City, doing a Cloud City. That's fine. That's multiple, but they're different outfits. But these people that, we're going to make, nowadays the toy, we have to have this variant. And we're only going to put maybe one per case. And usually what happens is the people in the toy stores, they know somebody works there.
Walmart.
Stuff doesn't hit the shelves.
Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. Because I know damn well, the last 2 Hot Wheel car sets that came out, there was a neon one, and there was another one that came out. I didn't get them because when I went there, out of the 8 cars, there was only 4 of them there, or the one, and the neon one had 5 of the 8.
And Mimi said we only get stuff that we need.
Yes, my wife's been like, you only get stuff that you need now. And I've been hitting because my wife goes next week for a throat biopsy, and she'll be off at work for 5 weeks. She can't talk after that.
And we going to a movie.
So she's gonna be off at work, and then on top of that, she needs a hysterectomy because they found cancer cells. So next week, me and Lou are going down to hopefully I'm going down to the Mahoning Theater. I'm bringing Keegan with me.
And Mimi.
Because they have... No, Mimi don't want to go because Mimi won't be able to talk.
I want to go. She can bring her
No, I'm not taking you to drive it because I know how you act when you say...
No.
I don't need you screaming to high heaven when something doesn't go your way for between 3 movies.
I won't.
They're having a James Bond drive-in special.
I won't. Please.
My favorite movie with Sean Connery.
Here we go.
You Only Live Twice.
I won't.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service, George Lazenby's version of 007, and The Spy Who Loved Me, Roger Moore. Now, if I had the time, they should have done that in 2 nights in a row, and they should have done Pierce Brosnan's
Donna's not coming.
and Timothy Dalton. And they could have thrown in maybe like Casino Royale with David Niven. I don't consider the Danny, whatever his name is, I get upset because as far as I'm concerned, yeah, they had some good action, but man, they destroyed the James Bond mythos. Me and Lou talk about it. Lou, I don't even want to tell you what Lou calls it.
Put on my room.
I like them. I like him in certain movies, but James Bond, he was a brute, and I'm like, James Bond's supposed to be suave, debonair, smart, and a bit of a brute. Not just a brute, and, I mean, he knows things, he knows how, I'll try to disarm the bomb, as I had, They make, James Bond originally, he was a super spy. And this one...
Super spy. What?
Daniel Craig. There you go. His name popped into my head now, so I know I got Danny Craig right.
Okay.
I still can't remember the guy. The one who played Robin, the third character who got to be Robin. Now it's going to be bothering me. Tim Drake. Booyah! At least I didn't wait till after the video was over with.
Yeah. There we go.
I hate that one. This, and as you get
Your
older,
brain
your
doesn't
brain slows down
focus.
as long as I don't get dementia.
Your brain doesn't focus.
Well, I'm surprised because my wife made fun of me because when this stuff grows, my whole entire beard
That's
is
not
white.
funny.
No, I mean my whole entire beard is white, and I
Some
said to her,
people's beards are white.
yeah, but the hair on my head's still a bit of brown, and my chest hair has got a lot of white. And I told her, I said, you know why this is happening? I have him to thank, my daughter, and that little girl over there, Jonna, to cause me, my balding. If I had hair, I would be totally bald because my hair would be just pulled right out.
I want to be bald.
No, yeah, you say that now, but then when you're bald, you wish you had hair. Actually, I'm happy being bald. I have the perfect round face for it. I look at it this way. In fact,
Papa!
I just need big things.
You need big
Big
muscles.
I don't know why.
You need to go to a gym.
I don't need
Lose
to go to
some
the
weight.
gym.
Get that baby.
I have a
out.
weight bench out in the garage I can't use because of my back.
Well, you need.
So eventually, you can use it because if I ever add on to this house, I'll actually move the weight bench. Will end up going. The punching bag will end up going. And Lou gave me a treadmill that'll end up going. I'll just have to get an exercise bike and I'll have myself a workout room. Because I also have a balance beam from when Lexi did gymnastics and a bar they can swing and
A
pick yourself.
bar, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, they love the bar.
It's
But
still
I actually
usable
want
too.
to I actually want to get all them out of the way and then eventually get downstairs, move all my cards into one room,
And then he's gonna clear off the
and then clear the one side of the one side of the wall. I want to get a shuffleboard,
Then he wants to clear
and
off
I would like to
the.
get a skee ball machine
Wait, what the heck
and-
is that?
and
What's it? What is
a
a ski
pool
ball?
table for downstairs.
What is a
and
skee
a
ball?
foosball table.
What is a ski
So
ball
my game
machine?
room would be actually a game room, and I'd have. Because
That's
I actually have I'll have all the video games. I move all
What's
the
a
movies
skee
out to
ball
another room, so
machine?
I make that my movie room.
What's the ski ball machine?
It's where you throw balls and there's points. There's holes and you gotta get the ball in the hole. And every pole's
So
got a
like in
different
an
amount
arcade.
of points. Yeah.
Huh.
I want to make our basement into a massive game room. Because I already got
A massive game
ring
room.
tosses hooked up. My old needle dartboard, which I told nobody plays that. That's just there for show. Because I have the Steeler cabinet. The Steeler
Only
dartboard,
adults are allowed to play that.
the NFL darts that came with it.
Only adults.
I have the electric
you are
dartboard
allowed to
hooked
play
up.
That.
I have the electric dartboard hooked up.
We're all allowed to play
Yeah,
that.
that's the one I want everybody to play. First off, too,
We
it takes
love
score for you.
It. We love it.
Yeah, the kid so far, Keegan and my daughter love it. So I'm like, yay! I just
I
gotta
love
get the
it.
bar.
I just keep breaking the darts.
Yeah, he already broke 3 of the end sticks that hold the flight. So, and
I
he
keep
also
throwing
lost
them
one of the
too
flights.
hard.
So I have no clue where that flight disappeared to. Thank God I have extra ones. Eventually, I'll end up taking them and using the ones I've had from when I used to go to the bar and be on the dart league. I actually bought a ton of flights, a ton of the sticks to hold the flights in, and the darts. So I'll just take the Spalding ones and put them on. But I started building the thing behind the bar. My dad's supposed to come down. I bought more wood to do some more of the rafters for the movies. Because I still have to get all the Wii games up there.
I was playing Wii yesterday.
Yeah. But I did this one. Every time I get a game, I put it in. I have the CLZ video game program. Well, when I was putting all the games back up, I'm missing 2 PlayStation 2 games. It just disappeared. I'm missing Harry Potter, The Prisoner of Azkaban.
And Mario Kart.
Oh, no. On the PlayStation 2.
Mario Kart.
And I'm missing, for the PlayStation 2, also Dynasty Warriors 3. I had 2 versions of it. I had 3, which was it was Extreme something or other. Well, that I still have. I'm just missing the normal one. So then I go and I get them up. I do the PS2 games, I do the PS3 games, I do the PS4 games. So then I'm putting the Xbox One games up into the rafter, and of course I'm missing Rage for the Xbox One, and I'm like, okay. Boom, 3 games now. Then I'm sorting the Wii games,
The Wii.
and I'm missing Mario Kart. And the last one to play it was
What?
Keegan. Don't know where it is. No, I have 3 Wii's. I have one in my bedroom, one downstairs, and one in the living room.
Yes.
And the story behind that, the reason I got 3 Wii's, is because my dad's new wife,
Wi-Fi?
Emma, her daughter and her kids were having a yard sale, and nobody bought the Wii. So I got a Wii for $20. My first Wii I ever owned, I happened to win it at I bought a Carvel cake. So I ended up getting that and Meet the Robinsons. And then the second Wii that I got,
Who's the Robinsons?
it was a Disney movie.
Papa,
The second Wii I got, my mother-in-law's friend,
Papa,
and he became my friend Rick, had one that was broken, and he gave it to me. He said, well, just get it fixed and you can keep it. So I sent it, paid $90, and I went and sent it and got it fixed, and it came back to me. So that's how I got 3 Wii's. So altogether, the 3 Wii's only cost me $110, which, that's pretty good. I do have, I think, the boxes for all 3 of them, too. That's even better. But Keegan just now, a guy gave him a refurbished PS4.
And it had a game disc in it.
Yeah, I have to just get the case for...
yeah, but you bought a whole full game.
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. I have it on my watch list.
Yeah.
I couldn't find just a disc for McElroy Golf. So if I do buy it, I can find it cheap for less than $10. That's even including shipping to my house. I'll be able to, just give away the disc if I really want to. Maybe sell it for $2. I don't care. But when he got the PS4, the guy didn't have the power cord for it and no controllers. So thank God we already had one that was
Look what I got.
Yeah, he's got to show this off. Yeah, he got an Orcana now. Now, you people that are friends with me on Facebook that watch my channel, this last night I posted a video of him playing his drum set, which I think is pretty amazing because he's already getting pretty good at it just by watching YouTube videos. I hate to see if he ever had lessons, which I want to get him lessons. I also want to get my daughter guitar lessons because she's got 2 guitars. So, but that's the thing, money. If I do that, no comic books coming in for me. And I'm like, Dad, my daughter can pay for her own lessons. She got a job.
I don't have money.
Yeah. Your mother should pay for your lessons. She don't pay for nothing else. Yeah. He's been learning some bad stuff on YouTube, and I'm like getting fed up with it.
What?
Dad has gas. Dad has gas. He bouts out his, I'm like, you don't be saying, just like we gave Nana my mother-in-law's birthday was the 5th. Okay, Gigi, we don't need you to sing it and curse either. You curse enough for a 5-year-old.
Yes.
I mean, the funny thing here, my wife yells about the kids. I like my daughter curses like she's worse than a trucker in
The
a sailor
paint's
together.
coming off. That was supposed to do?
Where do you see the paint's coming?
Here. On front here. Or is that just like...
It's just a thing. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
But yeah. But this video's long enough now. Just rambling on about whatever.
About 18 minutes.
Yeah, 18 minutes.
I'm making the car.
Another thing too. I just want to tell you, I got a letter in the mail probably at the beginning of the year about if I close out my AdSense on this channel, because I haven't made a dime in this channel in over 8 years. In fact, since I did this channel, I received a check for $100 and some dollars, like not even $110 once, and then they changed their thing. So I closed out the AdSense. The only one who makes money on my videos is YouTube, and whoever advertisers that pop up on my channel. But I got a thing for AdSense, so I closed out my AdSense, and they were supposed to send me the money that was left over in my contract, which was $70 some. I'm like, oh, that's great. I can get one of the expensive comic books I need to finish off my one of my sets, because I need 154 G.I. Joe. I need the Shazam with the Black Adam first appearance, and then I have Shazam finished and G.I. Joe finished with those 2 issues. I need an autographed copy of Avengers Volume 2, and then the Avengers is finished. That volume of the Avengers is done. But a lot of them are like one, and then the one issue I need is like anywhere from $50 to $150. It's like crazy. I'm probably never going to finish off the Spawn run of mine because I think I need like 3 or 4 issues to get from 1 to 100. That's done. But then from 1 to 200 is where it starts hurting, and then like
can you close this?
To get to 2 to 250, because I actually pretty much stopped at 250. So I have nothing above 250 in my Spawn collection. No, I just gotta there.
Thank you.
Just gotta find that in my Spawn collection. And I'm not buying all the variants that came out after the fact. Like, to me, if you say this book came out, this came out in 1970 something,
Mm-hmm.
and okay, if they had a Whitman variant, fine. You know, if it's the same book cover, fine. To me, the only time I would get a different variant is if it happened to just got it in a lot I wanted. Then I'll keep it in my collection. But the only variants I really I think about collecting are the ones that came out at the time. Like when this came out, this had 1, 2, and 3. Maybe it had three different covers for the issue. I'm not going to be buying variants like the first appearance of Harley Quinn, where after the book came out, 4 years down the road, a comic book shop did a variant of that issue with a stupid cover, and then another comic book shop, because there's like 50 variants of the book that they came out like after the fact, and to me that is ludicrous. And there's a ton of them do that. Spawn #1 is one that's crazy with all the Spawn and the numbers, because to me it's by the exact year and date it came out. That's the only way to me I click. Would you stop that, please?
Papa.
I'm shooting a video. It's distracting.
Yeah.
When I get done, you can sing to your heart's content. You can also tap dance and do a jig if you want. But I do stuff like 2 for the Anakami girls. I need issue 6. I need the 2 variants, #1, and I think I need 1 trade. And both series of the Anakami girls was finished in my. But the prices they want on eBay, it's funny because the one variant showed up where it was bid on, and the guy on eBay wanted $300 for it, and it went bidding, and I think it didn't even hit $70. So I'm like, that's more like it. And like another thing too, they're always saying, limited print run. Well, what's the limited print run? I see all these books popping up on site, on Facebook. Oh yeah, this is a limited to 1,000 limited. Yeah, but too, and then I go on the price. I look at the prices on eBay, and what you buy them on, what they sold for. Like I just got done an Ember one. It sold I think for $7. I stopped bidding at 5. I'm like, no. Damn well the guy that won is going to turn around and pop it up on eBay, and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a big buck on it. To me, that stuff, unless you know what the entire print run is and figure how many, I would never pay buku buddy on some of the stuff on that way, because I would want to know exactly what number out of the print run of 1,000 is. Like Don Russ used to number their cards. So if you ever got an issue, it was there. You know exactly that. This was card number 1496 out of 5,000. So if I ever came across the same card with 1496, I can sue Don Russ and say, listen, you false represented your product. That's a nice. In fact, that'd be a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, and right there when you come, because that's actually fraud.
I got Sharpie.
But I like the one guy. I think I like this video, and I have him on my. I think I have him on my liked videos. I think I have him on my watched video list. He actually tried calling the companies and trying to get print run numbers, and they wouldn't give him any. Now, to me, that's as hinky as you can get. That's why I won't buy nothing new. I'm not paying $6 for a book. And all these people are like, they're constantly throwing their money away. I'm like, why? Look at me now. It's since the new 52 came out. I'm picking up all these new 52 issues for a buck or less a book. And I feel sorry for the guys that paid the cover price. Same thing with the Marvel stuff. It's like, just wait. Because all this stuff comes out. Every time Dick and Harry puts it in a bag and board, the chances of it being scarce are pretty much zero. Then most of them, oh, I got to get it graded. I'm like, why? It's brand friggin' spanking new. Unless you go and sit on it or bend the corner or throw it against the wall, it's still going to be brand spanking freaking new. You know, oh, I need it graded 9.7 so I can sell it later at, at $500. I mean, some of the prices I see, especially on the Facebook Marketplace, where people want for books, I just gotta sit. In fact, I would love to actually get get a camera for my daughter's desktop, or even my laptop, and just go on my phone. But hey, check out this thing, and just show this guy wants this for this price, and just have a mockumentary ish about that stuff. I think it's just crazy. Yeah, I'm getting the Italian in me going with the hands. In fact, last night I was on the phone with Lou, and of course, Gigi had to come up here because she can't keep her hands off the remote. She keeps changing the internet thing on my TV in the kitchen. Yes. And I just want to go, can't do that anymore to kids. Child abuse. Even though you keep telling them, don't touch the remote, you only hit the up and down channel button, but she'll hit the menu button, she'll hit them. They think it's a toy. Then she starts screaming that she can't watch TV. I don't think it's a toy. No, but she does. And then she screams when she can't watch television. Throws a fit. Swear to God, it's the end of the world. Fire and brimstone's running down. Screaming to high heaven.
Like this. I can't watch TV.
No, that's not even close.
What?
Stop. That's about the volume and then... Oh.
There.
I'm like, I grew up, I did something wrong, I got a spanking. I got punished. It's like, nowadays, you have to give him a timeout. Oh, yeah, okay,
timeouts don't work.
Yeah, now this is coming from a 7-year-old, because here's the perfect example. I give him a timeout, all he sits there and does is scream. You have to keep still. I'm like, I keep to my guns. That timeout ends up being an hour because he won't sit down, and eventually, they sit there going, these psychologists, as far as I'm concerned,
I got 2 Pokeballs.
Basically, you can shove this right up there, right to the elbow, is basically what they're making you do anymore. They're giving it to you.
And Cam got Pokeballs up there. Yeah,
and it's the truth, though. Most psychologists have psychologists themselves. So what does that tell you? They ain't that well adjusted to give you advice.
I got Pokemon balls up there.
Yeah, you got Pokemon balls.
Yeah. And I got chocolate bar. And I ate what?
Oh, I thought you were going to say you had chocolate balls. Okay, no, you had a chocolate bar. Yes, I got you a Reese's peanut butter chocolate bar yesterday.
Oh, my God.
Well, if she was going to say she had chocolate balls, it'd be like, what, did you get them off a chef from South Park?
I said chocolate South Park? Bar.
Yeah.
I said chocolate bar.
Okay, but with her, I mean, she's 5 now, and she still does everything she did at school. Oh, she's better. I'm like, I still had to get help getting her out of the amusement park a couple months ago when she had the last day. They went to Knoebels, which is a beautiful park.
Yeah,
free parking. You don't have to pay to go on the rides. You can actually go and spend the whole day there and not even spend the time, just walk around. But
somebody gave her a free thing of popcorn.
Yeah, well, because she wouldn't move. I was like, it was time to go, because the thing was only until 1 o'clock, and we got there at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30, and the school function was only till 1 o'clock. So I told her it's time to go.
I didn't even go there.
She had a ride pass. No, you had school.
Yes.
So I just had her.
And that's not fair.
And of course, when I told her to go,
it kind of
flipping the hell out. Then when I grabbed her hand to walk with her, she jumped up in the air and she did a butt bounce. And then she sat there on the floor screaming, "I want popcorn. I want this." I'm like, "No, I'm not getting you nothing. Not if you're doing this kind of in front of everybody seeing. They're all looking at me like I'm killing the kid. And I don't even have my hands on her at this time, right?" So finally, I see up the distance, there's a girl that works for the park, and she's on one of those golf carts. So I go over there. I said, "You see that girl that's sitting down there?" I go, that's my granddaughter. She don't want to leave this park. And I go, I have a bad back. I can't be picking her up and carrying her to my car. So she walked down there. She left the golf cart because there was another guy who was going to the bathroom. She comes down. She starts talking to her. Of course, she would not.
Nothing.
She wouldn't budge, even for her. You know, it's time to go. Your grandpa and your school class are only here till 1 o'clock. It's time for you to leave. No, I don't want to go. Well, then she made a comment about popcorn again. So the girl went over and comped me popcorn, and I'm like, but of course she sat there eating the popcorn, and then finally the girl managed to get her on the golf cart because the guy by that time came down with the golf cart, and he drove me to my car. But that was I'd say about a 25-minute ordeal just with the girl trying to get her to my car.
You told me about that too.
Yeah, I told you, but it's bizarre. I've had, and now I got 3 cats in the house, 3 kittens. One's named Booger. Yes, but then 2 last week. Tell the kids constantly, do not open the front door. If you go outside, you go through the breezeway. He goes through the breezeway.
We got new.
Well, I went up my dad's with Keegan to look at some baseball cards that my friend Al's friend Dale was trying to sell. And I went through all every set he had, I had. Every pack he had. They were all cards that pretty much. So my dad ended up, we picked out maybe a stack of cards this big. That wasn't even 50 cards. We gave him $10. Because most of the cards, I got a Jeremy Roenick card, a book for $1. I ended up getting a Don Russ Dominator football card from the 2000s. It was numbered to 5,000. I looked it up on eBay. They were selling it for $1, $1.50. I'm like, that was the buy it now price. And I'm like, I can't understand why a limited card with only 5,000 made is only $1.
Come here.
To me, that's short print. 5,000. No matter if it's a common, it should still be worth more than $1. But I can't reason the mind of these collectors anymore. It used to be where short print stuff that was actually numbered was big bucks, because you never had to worried about okay, there's not when they say it's 1 in 10,000. No, like Classic used to do. And then you see an interview with the head of Classic Cards on the television, and he's got a stack of the Shaq Gold cards. He's got maybe 25 to 50 of them sitting on his desk, which doesn't mean they made the packs. So 1 in 10,000 when there's 50 of them sitting on the president's desk.
I got a Pokemon card.
I can understand why they went out of business.
I got a Pokemon card.
Yeah, you got a Pokemon card deal, and I got some Magic the Gathering cards, which were from 3 series, but nothing. I actually have to see if there's anything good in them, but I don't sell that stuff, so it's like, what good is it for me? I basically got it because one day maybe I'll play.
And I got a lollipop.
You know, get a bunch of them. Well, here he goes. Yeah, I made him this. I put it on the front, put a picture on the back for him. And here's all his Pokemon cards.
This is
he puts the wrappers on the sides. And the front couple are all the chromes, the prismatic. Like, here's... That ain't the card.
2 golden ones.
He got these off of somebody. I forgot who he got them off of.
I got them off of Mason. He got the golden ones. Yeah, remember? From school?
Yeah, I don't remember Keegan. I have a hard time keeping up with what I do.
He's from Cubs.
Did you ever put that card that you got?
Yeah, I just looked through it.
I gotta look through it. Hold on. I'm gonna do it this way. It's easier instead of me doing it this way.
It's probably in there.
It's gotta be in the back somewhere.
Yeah.
He's got... You never put your Eevee coin in here. Oh, that's right. I didn't give it to you yet.
Yeah.
The other day, when I had to go for Gigi's medication to CVS, I ended up, when you go to the CVS, you get CVS bucks, which is fine and dandy with me. Well, they had Pokeballs, and I saw that.
Right there.
I saw that. Well, here's the card that he got for Pokemon.
Here, I'll take it out.
No, you don't have to take it out. They see it. Okay, there you go.
It has stuff on the back.
Doesn't matter. But
see, show them the Pokeballs.
You don't get them. He'll get one a week until
I'm good.
Yeah, and if he's good for the week, he gets a Pokeball.
Yeah.
Well, instead of $20 a Pokeball,
it was 10.
No, it wasn't. I had $14 in CVS bucks. So I got the Pokeball for $6 and some cents. So that gets put away for him when he's good. I got him the normal red and white one. And then we were at Walmart yesterday, and they had ones that were like dented, right? And they were on clearance. I got 2 of them for $20. So I bought both of them. I came home, I opened them, I just popped the dents right back out of them, and they're fine. Right? I sat there, I'm like, oh, this is simple. Pop. If I really want to, I can actually probably heat it up and get it so it's like real smooth. But
can you do that?
Yeah, if you heat them up from the inside, they should be. But yeah.
How would you do that? Lava?
I ended up fixing the dents out of them. And I know one of them was an older ball because the newer balls come.
This is my rarest card, a rainbow card.
But yeah, I'm not talking rambling for 35 minutes now. But yeah, he's into Pokemon now. My daughter was into Pokemon. I actually have 3 binders of her stuff. He's always going, can I take this of it, Lexi? I'm like, no, it's Lexi's. I don't need the 2 of you fist fighting because believe it or not, a 17-year-old and a 7-year-old will fist fight. Because if he steals anything of hers and doesn't ask.
She tries to steal some of mine and don't ask.
Yes, she does, and I constantly yell at her about doing it. But, you
Just
know,
like
I have no say in this house.
Card. She tried to steal Swimmer.
But
however you said
I think that'll be the end of this video, finally.
She tried to steal a V-Star card. She tried to steal this cute one.
Okay, Keegan, put it away, please, before you ruin it.
It's not going to
Yeah, because I actually made a list of what Don Russ and Fleer sets I needed from the 80s to finish off from 80 to like whenever because like most of that stuff I we quit buying in the 90s, so it'd be nice to have like 15 years of Don Russ and Fleer cards. I actually did have a bunch of them. We quit collecting baseball in 2012, so that's 11 years that I haven't bought a top set. In fact, a lot of the ones I had the sets for, I had to track down all the chase cards. I'm just going to buy them as sets eventually. Because you know, none of that stuff holds its value in a long time. It comes out, the card dealers have got to make their money that way, fast. Because you know damn well what happens is if the longer it sits, it just tries. I mean, you look at all the stuff from the 90s. I mean, you can still pick it up. You can pick it up dirt cheap. And actually, I lost. Me and my wife should say, my dad lost. I was smart about a lot of non-sports stuff. At least the non-sports stuff holds their value. My dad, though, he lost probably thousands when it comes to football, baseball, basketball, a little bit of hockey.
How much time do you have left before we go with our live?
No. But I have to go to the dermatologist, so I have to get ready for that. So that's it for now, this edition. So as always, thank you guys for viewing and subscribing.